ત્યારે યાકુ પ્લેન મેલેરિયા ପାଇଁ ଏକ ମହୋତ୍ସବ କରାଯାଇଛି ଯେଉଁଠି ଡାକ୍ତର ବୈଜ୍ଞାନିକ କିଭଳି ଲୋକଙ୍କ ଚିକିତ୍ସା ଲାଗିପାରିବ ଆମ ସହିତ ଅଧିକ ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମ ସହିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ଡକ୍ଟର
Don't put light on this.
As you all aware of, malaria is a kind of a disease that actually leads to several millions of deaths. Okay, and it's been there for decades. Okay, and it has been a challenge to eradicate the disease. Okay, and we are all actually trying hard to find out ways by which we can eradicate.
Sir, how much time it takes to discover this?
See, this work actually took almost 5 years. Okay, we worked hard for 5 years to identify this molecule. This is an antifungal drug. Okay, and it is an FDA approved drug that is being used in the treatment of the fungal diseases in the children and adults. Okay, but we are showing it that it can also act as an adjunct drug to prevent cerebral malaria as well as the severe malaria. Okay, and it acts by a different mode of action. It inhibits heme synthesis that occurs in the malaria parasite. Okay, this is a pathway that has been shown that it is not required for the blood stage development. I don't know, some of you may know about the cycle. Malaria parasite has a cycle. One, it happens in the blood stages, in the red blood cells. Then it happens in the mosquitoes, and then it will be transmitted to others. Okay, so here we show that it can actually inhibit the heme synthesis of the malaria parasite in the blood stages. Although it is not required for the growth, it actually plays a very important role in the disease pathogenesis. So you inhibit this heme synthesis by this drug, you will be able to prevent cerebral malaria and severe malaria. And all this have been shown in animal models. So now we need to take this forward in clinical trials. Okay. See, we have applied for funding. Okay. We are, hopeful that we will be able to, receive this funding in another few months or so. Then we need to first do the safety trials. Although this is an FDA approved drug, we just can't use it for malaria straight away. Okay. If you want to use it in malaria, again you need to show that this drug is safe. Okay, and this has to be used with the combination of the treatment that is available for malaria at present. There is a WHO approved drug, artemisinin based combination therapy that has been used worldwide. Okay, and you need to use that, and along with this has to be provided as an adjunct drug. The name of this drug is griseofulvin. Okay, it is an antifungal drug. So we need to again do a safety trial, and then it has to be taken forward for a phase 2 trial, and then only it will be available for the use.
Sir, have you approached anyone for fund?
We have submitted this proposal to BIRAC. Okay, there is a scheme called PACE, which actually supports this research by academia, along with the partners who can be from the pharmas. Okay, so we have now approached funding through the support of BIRAC, right? And we are hoping that we will be able to manage it.
Please elaborate about this patent.
About
This patent mentioned.
See, this we have actually patented as an adjunct drug. This is for, as I told, it's to prevent the disease mortality that happens due to cerebral as well as the severe malaria. Okay, although we are having drugs, we are unable to prevent mortality. Mortality happens mainly in children under 5 years of age and pregnant women, and also in adults. Okay, we feel that the combination that we propose would be very much helpful to prevent the mortality that happens. The deaths. Okay, and we have filed the patent. Indian patent has been filed. PECT also has been filed. That will be, examined in another few months or so. Okay. Once we actually manage, we will be able to transfer this patent to the pharmas who are actually ready to take this forward and make this as a drug combination. Before that, we should also have the clinical trials. Okay.
Sir, before this, is there any other medicine for cerebral malaria?
Yes. See, there is actually no treatment option available for cerebral malaria as well as for severe malaria. Okay. The only option is I would say that as a last resort is the intravenous administration of artemisinin or quinine. Okay, and these two are again nothing but the anti-malarial drugs that's been used in the treatment. Okay, so that will be provided orally and all this through injections. Finally, when the patients they show disease severity, either cerebral malaria or severe, they just go for the intravenous administration of quinine and all. But the deaths that happen, it's even after providing all this. Okay. In addition to this, they will provide the supportive therapies, the routine things that are actually needed to take care of the patient vitals and all.
So you can say there is no specific medicine for cerebral.
There is nothing like a treatment option available specifically for cerebral and severe malaria. Okay. The only option is this. And the deaths that happen due to cerebral malaria and all this occur despite treating them with all this. Okay, so that is where we feel that ours may be a superior combination that can be tried. Okay.
Sir, if everything goes well, the clinical trial will be here or?
I would actually love to have this clinical trial in Odisha because you know very well that eastern part of India, Odisha, the states like the Chhattisgarh, northeast, you see many people they suffer due to this. Okay, so we will actually have one of the trial sites in Odisha also. Okay, and maybe we can also look for other trial sites because when we do clinical trial, it's always better to have some 3-4 different trial sites. Okay, at least one or two will be from OD. Okay.
Sir, your team members who are.
See, the credit of all this, it actually goes to the students who actually worked on this project. There is a team. There is a team of students, Chandana, then Shaurav, Aditya. There are also others, and there are also some of my colleagues who actually helped for this work at ILS. There is a scientist by name Amol who actually helped us to do the proteomics, and also Dr. Sarita. She helped us to do the animal work and all, because you may be aware of this. This what we have shown now is with animal models. Okay, so she helped a lot for us to do the animal studies. So I just owe all this to them. Okay, and of course I had a privilege to serve as a team leader and all. Also, I should thank Professor Padmanabhan of Indian Institute of Science. He has always been a mentor, because we have been working on this pathway almost for more than 15 years or so. First, we need to show where this, the malaria parasite synthesizes this molecule called heme. And then we need to show that it is not required for the development of blood stages. And then we need to show that although it is not required for the development of blood stages, it has an important role to play in disease pathogenesis. So it's a very long way. And he has always been a support for us. Okay. So the whole thing, it's a kind of an entire thing, is a kind of a team effort. Okay. And I thank all of them.
Sir, when the research started in the year?
See, this research was started at ILS in the year of 2016, end. Okay. Joined ILS in the month of November 2015 or so. And it takes a while for you to, establish the lab, to take students and all. Okay. So I think we actually started this work by the late 2016 or 2017, early 2017 or so. And as I said, it took almost 5 years for us to reach this stage. Okay. Yes. The only treatment option that is available is the intravenous administration of quinine or artemisinin. Okay, that's again nothing but the anti-malarials that's been used in the treatment of the disease. Despite doing all this, you still have people actually dying. Okay, so that's where the one that we have identified now should have relevance.
Sir, can we take some visual your lab?
You can actually have it in our lab. Okay, you can also take the visuals and all this from our lab. What is actually happening in cerebral malaria is the parasites can actually sequester. They attach to the blood vessels and all this. So that's by doing this, what will happen is the blood flow to the brain, the blood-brain barrier that you are having, that will be compromised. When there is a compromise in the function of blood-brain barrier, what will happen is there will be a damage in brain. Okay, that eventually will lead to coma and death. Okay, this is a very severe form of malaria. It is, and it has to be treated at an early stage. Even there is a slight delay, you will be having death of the people. Okay, so this is mainly happening due to the sequestration to the brain capillaries.
How many percentage of cerebral malaria patient die?
See, cerebral malaria mortality is very, very high. Okay, not just the cerebral malaria alone, even the severe malaria also. Okay, there will be a multi-organ dysfunction. There will be a respiratory distress. Okay, the mortality can be very high. Although I do not have the precise percentage, but it's very high. Okay, now all the deaths that have been reported, you would have seen more than a 6 lakh death per annum. It's all mainly due to the cerebral and severe malaria.